come vape with me. I've been looking forward to doing this video because it's on the S22, the series S22 from Jac Vapour. That is it. Come vape with me. Your device will come neatly packed, grey box, just simply slides out of the sheath. Inside there is an instruction manual with everything you want to know in it. Inside there's also a connection cable with an identifying red plug on it, and the device neatly in a sheath. Unpacked, it looks like this, and it's ready to fill with e-liquid. This is the best device yet for me. There are so many advantages. I feel it's the end product of lots and lots of experiment, of ideas, and for me this is a great device. Let me tell you why. It's light. It stands because it's squarish. It's neither a box mod nor a round mod. It's got a wonderful clicky button, and the light, you know the blue lights that I don't like, that's blue now because it needs to be charged. It's green if it doesn't need to be charged, but the light is covered by your finger when you vape. Also, it's not displaying that screen of changing wattage and voltage and all, so that those screens really worry me. When I go outside into the light or I'm in the car, I can't see what's on them, on anybody's box mod. This has got no screens. It's got this tiny little thing at the bottom by my finger, which is a light. It goes on when you're charging it. And how do you charge it? You simply plug in the cable to the bottom, and I like the bottom rather than the side. I'll tell you why. It's easier to use this as a pass-through when the actual wire is coming out of the bottom and not poking out the side, and then you've got to be careful and negotiate having something sticking out of the side of your device. So that, for me, is good. On it, it's got Jac Vapour's name and logo, series S22. Can you see that? I don't know. Yes, you can. And on the tank there's the logo, the Jac Vapour logo. That's a newish logo, I think, since May. So the tank is a series S22 tank. I did a review on the S22 tank some time ago, and I was really disappointed because the tank is wonderful. The actual Atty and the tank and everything about it's great. But it had a tiny little hole or peephole to see how much e-liquid was in there. This one has got a very big hole. I mean window, not hole, a window. So I can see easily, or people like me who are getting old can see easily how much e-liquid is in the tank. To fill it, it's a breeze. Goodness knows why we have gone on so long with bottom filling tanks. I have got some devices where the actual, threads on the device have worn through because of the continual unscrewing of the tank from the battery in order to fill it. This one, you simply unscrew the top, boom, put your e-liquid in and screw it on. As they say on the Jac Vapour movie, it takes 10 seconds. You can try it yourself. This top is a large top. That's how I got it. And I think I prefer the smaller one. So, from the Jac Vapour website, if you are thinking of buying this, which I think is about £35, well worth every penny, you can buy a smaller screw for the top-filled tanks, and that includes the top-filled tank for the S17, which I'll talk about another time. And that's the smaller mouthpiece. I think I prefer it for me. Though I'm wondering, for vanity's sake, whether the smaller one doesn't pull your wrinkles together when you're an old person, and maybe the bigger one doesn't. So I don't know, but of course that's vanity. When you get older, you try and hide all your flaws. That is a really good device. It stays. It doesn't fall or roll over on tables. It can easily be used as a pass-through comfortably without fighting the wires. It tells you when it's charged by that little light at the bottom. It tells you how much battery power you've got left by the light under the button. The tank is easy. It's got a ring here so that you can control your airflow. I don't know. I can't fault it. It's 3.8 volts and it's 2,500 milliamp hours. Now the point is, if you vape like me, 3.8 volts only means the amount of electricity getting through to your atomizer. But now we've got box mods and all sorts of stuff out there to make vapor. I don't know why we need it, because I have found in my own life, that I just use a hell of a lot of energy from my battery. I use a hell of a lot of e-liquid. I'm using it up at a rate of knots, and nothing lasts. It sort of seems wastage for me. Even blowing clouds of vapor out is a wastage for me, because I just need that vapor to go into my lungs. And if you're out, you actually don't want to do that. You don't want to frighten the masses. So it's a brilliant little thing to grab and go. And you know, when you've gone to work, you're not faffing around trying to find another battery or recharge or fill your tank at work. Though, of course, this takes such a short amount of time. You could easily do it and nobody would see what you were doing, because you don't farp about. You don't fiddle. It's just easy, easy, easy. Really, really practical. Really well thought through. It's got everything you wish to have in a device. It's got straight to lung atomizers, which you would have to order. I think you get one in your pack. And then you've got mouth to lung atomizer, and then you've got sub-ohming. So you can do everything on this. Sub-ohming, you'd use your electricity in your battery pretty fast, and you'd use a load of e-liquid. But people do. Perhaps they're not as mean as me, or perhaps they see the point that I'm missing. But the point, the reason why I vape is it's a substitute for smoking. I'm a smoker. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked since 2011. I substitute smoking because smoking was the most divine, delectable, delicious, wonderful friend to me for 50 years. I don't want to lose my friend. So I have substituted this vaping for my habit of smoking. And I'll tell you, it's been such fun. Who brags about what brand of cigarettes you're smoking? Who makes videos to tell people this is good or that isn't? I've had much more fun vaping than I ever had smoking. If you buy the pack, it comes together. If you want a small mouthpiece, order it as well. And to me, it's absolutely perfect. Thanks for vaping with me. Oh, come on.